King Charles has permanently revoked every last title from his younger brother, Prince Andrew. No more His Royal Highness. No more York. No more anything. This isn't a suspension, it's surgical excision. A century of protocol? Torched. Why now? Because Andrew isn't just an embarrassment, he's a liability who threatened the monarchy's survival. And the weeds, as one palace insider put it, must be uprooted. Today we dissect the Duke of York's decades-long trail of destruction. The Epstein scandal, the lies, the arrogance, the collateral damage. Buckle up, this is the unfiltered takedown the royal PR machine doesn't want you to see. Let's start with the stain that won't scrub off, Jeffrey Epstein. Andrew didn't just know the convicted sex trafficker, he vacationed with him after Epstein's 2008 plea deal. Flight logs show Andrew on the Lolita Express. Photos place him at Epstein's Manhattan mansion. Virginia Giuffre's allegations? Explicit. She claims she was paid to have sex with the prince 3 times, starting when she was 17. Andrew's defense on Newsnight? I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. Then came the pizza alibi, claiming he couldn't have been at Tramp nightclub because he was at Pizza Express and working with his daughters. Pizza Express. The same man who once flew helicopters in the Falklands now hides behind a £6.99 Margarita. The settlement? A reported £12 million to Giuffre in 2022, without admission of guilt, but with the palace's fingerprints all over it. Taxpayers footed part of the bill. That's not accountability, that's a royal hush fund. But Epstein was only the apex of a lifetime of entitlement. As UK trade envoy, Andrew jetted 350,000 miles in 4 years, at a cost of £4 million to taxpayers. His pitch? Access to the royal brand. His results? 0 major deals. Remember the £18 million Sunninghill Park gift from Kazakh billionaire Timur Kulibayev? The mansion sat empty, rotting, while Andrew pocketed the cash. Or the Chinese spy scandal, where a close confidant of Andrew's was banned from the UK for espionage risks. Even his divorce from Sarah Ferguson didn't humble him. Fudge's debts? Andrew paid them. Her toe-sucking photos with Texas millionaire John Bryan? Andrew welcomed Bryan to Balmoral weeks later. Loyalty? Or just another transaction? The palace mantra, recollections may vary. Andrew's version, I'm the victim here. Fast forward to 2025. King Charles, facing cancer, coronation fallout, and a slimmed-down monarchy, makes the unprecedented call. No more titles. No more security. No more pretense. Why? Because Andrew's toxicity was contagious. His presence at royal events? A PR landmine. His continued use of Royal Lodge? A £3 million annual drain. His daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie? Tainted by association, despite their own efforts to stay clean. Senior royals reportedly told Charles, if Andrew keeps even a shred of status, the public will never trust us again. The king listened. This wasn't just punishment, it was precedent. As one courtier told the Times, working royals deserve respect. Those who exploit their position like weeds in the garden must be uprooted. Andrew wasn't pruned. He was eradicated. Now, some whisper, if Andrew's out, Harry's next. Wrong. Harry's sins? Words. Andrew's? Alleged crimes, lies under oath, and a £12 million payoff. Harry left voluntarily. Andrew was expelled. Charles' hesitation with Harry? Fatherly love. With Andrew? None. The king drew the line. Criticism is survivable. Criminal association is not. Harry's repeated jabs at the family have fueled calls for the nuclear option, but the sole obstacle there might be Charles's delicate father-son relationship. With Andrew, there's no such shield. He's been unkind not just in private but in ways that embarrass the nation. Exploiting his position? Check. A walking disaster? Absolutely. The UK neither needs nor wants someone who prioritizes personal whims over public duty. Evidence from the palace shakeup supports this. By revoking titles, Charles is signaling that no one is above the monarchy's integrity. Andrew's actions have forced this hand, proving he's not just a bad apple, he's poisoning the barrel. Senior royals see it, the public sees it, and now, the king has acted. If Harry's next, it's because Andrew paved the way with his egregious behavior. Let's systematize this critique to leave no doubt. Point 1. Selfishness. Andrew has consistently put himself first, exploiting royal perks without giving back. Unlike working royals who earn respect through service, he's treated the title like a free pass. Point 2. Unkindness. To his wife, To those around him, it's a pattern. Kindness should be the hallmark of royalty, but Andrew's actions scream the opposite. His treatment of family and associates reveals a cold core beneath the polished exterior. Point 3. A walking disaster. The UK doesn't need figures who invite scandal and erode trust. Andrew's presence has been a net negative, forcing unprecedented measures like title revocation to salvage the monarchy. The precedent. By dismantling century-old protocols, Charles has shown that integrity trumps tradition. Andrew's fall is a warning. Exploit your position, and you'll be uprooted like a weed. These aren't baseless accusations, they are grounded in the palace's own response. The revocation isn't random, it's a direct consequence of Andrew's failings. And let's not gloss over the Epstein connection, it's the elephant in the room that Andrew still pretends isn't there. Even after settling a civil lawsuit with Virginia Giuffre for millions, without admitting guilt, of course, he clings to denial. This isn't just poor judgment, it's a deliberate exploitation of his position to evade consequences that would bury any ordinary citizen. The provided context nails it. Andrew is a walking disaster the UK neither needs nor wants. His actions have fueled anti-monarchy sentiments, costing taxpayers millions in legal fees and security while he hides behind palace walls. Compare that to working royals like Princess Anne or the new generation stepping up, they earn their keep. Andrew? He's the weed that's been allowed to grow unchecked, poisoning the soil. But the critique sharpens when we consider the broader implications. With Charles dismantling centuries-old protocols, Andrew's revocation sets a blueprint for accountability. Senior royals are already whispering about extending this to others who've strayed, like Prince Harry. Though Harry's situation differs, his public criticisms come via interviews, documentaries, and that explosive memoir Spare. The parallels are eerie. Both have exploited their royal ties for personal narratives that bash the family. Harry's repeated jabs have intensified demands for consequences, with the only hurdle being Charles's delicate father-son bond. But if Andrew's selfishness warrants the nuclear option, why not Harry's? And don't get me started on Meghan Markle. The provided details lump them together as exploiters who deserve the same uprooting. Shame on them all for turning royalty into a soap opera. Andrew's case proves that no relationship is sacred when the monarchy's integrity is at stake. It's time to apply the weeding shears universally. Andrew's revocation isn't just personal, it's a cultural shift. By stripping his titles, Charles has boldly protected the monarchy from internal threats, ensuring only those who respect the role survive. But Andrew's legacy? It's one of failure. His selfishness has isolated him, unkind to his family, disastrous for the institution. The UK public, weary of funding such figures, applauds this move. Yet, it begs the question, is Harry next? His public betrayals mirror Andrew's exploitation, amplifying calls for equal treatment. The father-son dynamic might delay it, but precedents like this don't fade. Andrew's uprooting exposes the weeds. Those who exploit positions without giving back must go. It's a harsh but necessary truth for a modern monarchy. Prince Andrew didn't just fail the monarchy, he weaponized it. For decades, he traded on a birthright he never earned, leaving scorched earth, victims silenced, taxpayers fleeced, a family fractured. King Charles' nuclear option wasn't cruelty, it was mercy to the institution. The message is clear. The crown is no longer a shield for the shameless. Andrew's story ends not with a bang, but with a quiet deletion from the royal website. A man who once strode the world stage now haunts Royal Lodge like a ghost, titleless, voiceless, and finally, accountable. The weeds have been uprooted. Let that be a warning to anyone still clutching a crown they don't deserve.